One game playoff between Dano and One Hit and AB Saka and the Lumber Kings. DK wasn't here for the marathon week last week. He's back from St. Bart's, starts things off with a beautiful leadoff single. One Hit put Maxi Deed batting second right behind him. DK never advanced past first base as Yadid, Gamal, and Mark all got out in the first. Bottom half of the inning, look at Joe Eshko ground ball. Mike Chira, a backhanded play, makes the throw across the diamond. Nice play, Mike Chira filling in for Maurice Zakaria, who's in Israel.
That's a fly ball. Carlos is there. And that's the inning. End of one. Swing and a miss. AB Saka's second strikeout already. Pops it up. That's on the line. Avi Dweck covers ground, makes the catch. Mo Mala line drive. Nice play. Got him! Wow! Mike Chira filling in at short center. Gorgeous play. He robbed you, Mo. Nice hitting. Mo Harari going for two on a play to right, and he's there safely. A one-out double for Morris Harari down the line. Avi swings. Nice play, Dano. Looks him back. Throws across the diamond. That's a nice play, Daniel Tawil. Hey, fans trickling in. We have Sally Taylor Tawil coming to root on the Lumber Kings.
Let's go Lumber Kings.
Sal, what do you think? One game playoff?
We got to do it here. We just have to.
That's it. There's no tomorrow if you don't.
Tomorrow. This is it. We got to make it happen today.
Ralph S. Towel.
Got my coffee?
Looking for his coffee. I'm assuming Ralph's got box seats. Let's see where he goes to sit. Oh, he keeps moving down in the stadium. He's got good front row seats. AB Saka. AB Saka, ground ball. And Mark's going to say, why do I need to throw it? I'll just tag this guy. Scoreless game to the third. DK the runner on first. Maxi Deed batting. Yadid! Line drive straight to Eshko. We go bottom of the third, scoreless game. 1-2 count. AB Soroya, ground ball to Dano. Dano. Strong. Ed Michon has played in games like this before. Playing in the league for at least, I saw you on the trophy in the late 70s, I think, so.
38 years.
38 years playing in this league. He's played in playing games before, and he's not fazed by the pressure, sitting cool and calm. Mikey Shalom is off today. That's a good thing for him. He actually has the bye. 0-2 count to LeBeau's. LeBeau's was teammates with Shalom back in Cleveland until LeBeau's was traded for the catcher today, Albert Ern Levy.
Wow, look at that.
Ern never suited up for Cleveland as he was traded immediately after he was acquired for Ralph Chira. And that's a very quick at-bat for LeBeau's. I think 1 or 2 pitches and pops him up. 2 outs. That'll bring up Saul Tawil.
Where do you want him? To the right or to the left? Where do you want him? Mike, sit there.
Dano, a vociferous timeout call. Like a Uncle Chuck type of timeout call. Nice pitch. Soroya almost had a nice hit down the line, but then...
Nah, not bad.
No. Okay. Good call, Kenny. Good call.
We're having fun!
Top of the fourth, scoreless game. Albert Gamal, the batter. Gamal! That's a drive to center, but straight to Jake Dweck, who did not move one step. Nice drive, Al. Okay, Mark Braha. Is that Joe Eshko playing outfield with 4? Interesting. So they moved AB Soroya to shortstop and Joe Eshko to the outfield when they go 4. That brings up Eddie Michon. Bats are quiet early this morning. Perhaps the 8:15 start time playing an effect. Perhaps it's just 2 beasts on the mound.
Yeah.
Oh, and he takes the walk.
No.
A couple of close pitches there. Michon didn't bite. And they have a base runner with Saul Tawil coming up. 2 outs. Is it 2 outs? 2 outs. Man on first. Saul, a little pop up. Will that drop? Eshko, he falls! And that ball dropped! Men on first and second. Oh, ball gets away! Oh, Mishon is in trouble. Oh, Mikey Shall have called for a runner before that at bat, but will they use it now?
There's no defense on this side.
Depending on who the runner is.
Both went halfway. There was not one.
Exactly.
Avi's still in right field.
Okay, a chance for 1 hit. Eshko lost his footing retreating. AB Dweck. Want to burn it too early, but how many chances will you get? And they didn't burn it. It's a good thing they didn't. That's the inning. Bottom 4, scoreless game. Let Koos play. Koos's wife has not come to a game, citing too many children as the reason. Jake, outfield is playing very deep. That could drop. Oh, Carlos Abadi! Carlos Abadi, a great play, running in, covering real estate.
Replay confirms a spectacular catch by Carlos, going all out and making the catch. And then look at Al Gamal. First a one-handed fist bump, and then a two-handed forceful raise the roof by Al Gamal.
Nice play. By the way, Jake halfway to second already. Indeed versus Eshko. Eshko pops it up. Gamal is there, makes the play. Quick 1, 2, 3 inning. We go to the top of the 5th scoreless game. Kenny O'Donnell, what is happening here?
I think they're putting a little too much pressure on themselves. Instead of just playing nice and loose.
It's evident that everything's on the line. That would help. You guys have won so far. Okay, top of the 5th. Max, here we go again. You ready for 30 today?
That was quick.
Another 30 inning?
If they're all like this, I'm down.
Chira. And that's a fly out. Mo Mala right there. 1 out. Dano is 1 for 1. Dano, ground ball. Nanu's gonna have to make a throw. He does. Yeah, the favorite overall is Max's team. Mala. He is 2 for 2, I believe. Leadoff hit from Mo Mala. Ferrari up with a leadoff man on first. Ferrari pops it up. Dano's gonna have to hustle. Makes the catch. There's a tag. And he tags to second on a foul ball. Nice play by Dano. But he had to dive for it. Mala heads up tagging. Koos, you told him to tag there? Was that your call to tag up?
All him.
Did it on his own. Nice. Heads up. I guess we could say Harari got the job done in moving the runner. Avi Dweck, the batter. AB Saka on deck. Avi! That's a fair ball down the line, and Lumber will score the first run of the game. Lumber goes up 1-0. Avi Dweck, an RBI double down the right field line. It is 1-0 Lumber Kings. AB Saka pops it up to the infield. Dano is there in foul territory. Mark covering third, no tag. 2 outs, man on second. 1 hit needs to keep this at 1 run. Abe Soroya, the batter. Soroya! Hobbled by Chira. He can't find it. No throw. Men on the corners. Couple of former Expos.
You should be playing, not us.
What about the other 5 losses you had this year? Those don't count? So Max pitched them hard, and the bases are loaded for Saul Tawil. Saul Tawil, ground ball. Oh, and that's a bobble. 1 run will score. And it is 2-0 Lumber Kings.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
Possible Sally willed that error over there.
Yes, I
Possible
did.
she willed it. So, 1 hit missing Zakaria. 2 bad plays over there. And it is 2-0 Lumber Kings. Bottom 5 for Jake Dweck. 2-2 count to Jake. Jake, ground ball. Mark is there, flips it to third. Damage is limited to 2 runs. 2-0 Lumber Kings. We go to the 6th.
2 down.
AB Soroya 2 consecutive plays in the top of the 6th. Albert Gamal, the batter. So this could be the last chance for Gamal and Mark Braha. And Gamal pops it up. Koos got Gamal out of his way and made the catch. And that means Mark Braha will be leading off next inning. And he cannot tie the game.
We keep our heads up. We got this. We got this. Just relax. Just get it done. And let's get back out there and make some noise.
Okay, bottom 6 coming up. Now, Dano.
Get out of here, then we can get to work. 2 hours.
Couldn't beat that out.
A couple of years ago.
It's Nathan Nanu Zolta, MVP nominee. Gold Glove nominee. Okay, top 7. 2-0 Lumber Kings. Mark Braha, the batter.
Way to be, Marky! Let's go, boys! Let's go, Anna! Come on now! Let's go, boys! Come on, boys! Pick it up! Pick it up!
All of one hit on their hand, on their feet, hoping for something. Mark Braha. That's a play. Soroya, double clutch. Nice play, AB Soroya. He's playing short as they went 4 outfielders for Mark Braha. Nice play, Abe Soroya. Eddie, oh! That ball was tagged for left field. And Nanu Zolta makes a tremendous line drive catch. That ball was hit on the screws. Last chance for 1 hit is Solomon Fallis. Fallis, that's going to be a fly ball. And the Lumber Kings make the playoffs from 1-7 all the way to the playoffs, where they will face the Phillies.
Yes! Game ball, AB Saka, baby!
All right, hydrate. Hydrate, boys.
Whoa! That feels good. We're not done. We're not done. Way to go, boys. Way to go. I'm not satisfied. Let's win the World Series.
1 hit.
Guys, come on. Good luck.
Dude, that Rob was sick.
Joe Etchko from 1-7 all the way to the playoffs.
It was interesting. We knew it was going to happen. We said it the whole year. We needed just to get in. 5 wins, and we're playing behind AB Saka now.
All right, good luck against the Phillies, boys. You got around 10 minutes.
Lumber, hydrate.
Give them the field for a few minutes. AB Saka. I know you got another 2 games coming up, but if we just get a quick word, AB, you just pitched a shutout in a 1-game playoff.
Goes to my defense.
Goes to your defense.
Goes to the defense. All the moves, all the trades. We made about 18 trades. We gave up 0 runs at the end of the day in the last game to get us into the playoffs.
A team that was continually said about that you had no defense.
We made the right moves. Abe Soroya, what a gem. The kid maybe had 15 putouts this
Great
game.
plays.
And,
Congratulations on making it.
We're not done.
But you made it to the postseason from 1-7.
We made it to the
Now
game.
you're tied with everybody else. Congratulations down the line, scoring that first run. Huge RBI in the, I want to say bottom 5th.
I think it was the 5th.
Bottom 5th in a scoreless game. What was going through your head with nobody scoring all day?
The at-bat before Maxi D was making great pitches. And I just told myself the first strike I get, put a swing on it, and I didn't want to pop up. So I got a pitch that was up a little away. Instead of trying to do too much, I just sort of punched it the other way. Got it just enough of the barrel on the ball, and it went over Albert Gamal's head down the line.
One of those hits that you know the run scoring, like easily, jogging home.
No question, and I got to second base, and fortunately we took a 2-run lead from there. But to go from 1-7 to now being in the playoffs,
Incredible.
legit, what a comeback by this team.
In a very somber 1-hit locker room, Captain Daniel Tawil.
Tried to remake magic this year. It was just a little short.
I think at the end it came down really to the bats. The last few weeks, you guys have been in a few low-scoring games.
Yeah, we didn't hit. We didn't hit. Can't win if you don't hit. So.
And when you
I
were
think
hitting,
I botched it from the get-go with the one-hit gears. I got to do a better job with the captaincy.
I think your team took it a little literally.
Yeah.
The one hit. I mean, the 13-inning game. Max,
I'll tell you, it hurts like hell. It's playoff baseball, though, so it couldn't be done, and we just came up a little short. You know, we eked a big win out, 14-inning game. Just we needed a little offense, and we didn't have it for them. We didn't have it.
And who knows if this game was played on Friday, if anything would have been different.
Would have won for sure.
Who knows? But great
job.
season, one hit. Great bunch of guys. And
Norm, you did an amazing job this year.
Thank you, Max. You guys played great. Dano, I love you. Max, I love you. And next year, two former Orioles going home early this year in a somber one-hit locker room. A very somber one-hit locker room. We have shortstop Mark Braha. Mark, what happened here is you guys were unable to push a run across in the final game.
Definitely is on me. I had a chance at the top of the 7th to lead off the inning with at least a single to get on base, to start a little noise, and rounded it short. Guy made a great play at short.
He did. Nice play by A.B.
Definitely made a nice play, but I think bottom line is that Maxi D pitched great all year. We didn't back him up with the hitting. I think missing guys here and there definitely hurt the chemistry, you know, and hard to be mentally tough when we went through what we went through, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard, but we, you know, at the end of the day, we were an inning away to make the playoffs, and I really feel like we could have made noise, but it is what it is.
Mark, if it's any consolation, the one-hit season, which didn't even get to the playoffs, will be remembered, I think, forever. The way this ended. With that big play in the 13-inning game, and just really, really wild.
Yeah, shout out to Zeke, and hope you're enjoying your son's bar mitzvah.
And
I'll never forgive you.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you know, we were a step away from third, no pun intended.
Right. That's it, and who knows what would have happened from there.
Exactly.
And Lumber Kings from
exactly.
1-7.
They deserve it. They deserve it.
They took time, you gave them the break. They took it.
Yeah. Just next time, don't run on the field when there's a game going on. Right. Next time, you know, be courteous to the game that's going on. Next
players that are actually playing. Right?
Playing exactly. A little rah on the field, but you know what? They outplayed us today, and they deserve every credit.
And that's it. I happen to agree. I think with every word you just said. So
okay.
Nothing to follow up with.
Right.
But
just,
great bunch of guys on one hit. Really.
Great job, Norman.
Thank you, Mark.
Great job, and excited to watch the playoffs. And let's see if we could, raise some money for a DSN. Maybe.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Mark, turning this into an appeal for DSN. Thank you, Mark.
Yes.
All right.
You got it.
We are live late at evening, so sun is setting at Fireman's West.
Beautiful scenery here.
Just like, if I may get poetic for a moment, the sun set on 3 different teams yesterday.
Wow, we did not set that up prior to this taping.
Let's start with the first team that went down early in the morning. It was you and your Lumber Kings versus Dano and one hit. Everybody knows the rules. Sunday morning, 8:15, very early start. It's you versus one hit to see who's going to get into the playoffs for the right to play the Philadelphia Phillies. What was your clubhouse like, knowing that your whole season came down to just one game?
So it's interesting because of the fact that we got rained out, meaning the build-up to Friday's game was very different from the build-up to Sunday's game. Because Friday's game was more direct. It was more guaranteed. You know, you win this game, then you play on Sunday. You know, once we got rained out, Sunday became mark your calendars for a long day, you know, because we're not planning on going one and done. So it was almost as if the one game was, as much as it was a must win, it was almost like prepare to win it, because don't show up expecting to play one game and going home. You know?
Actually, you guys have played in so many games recently that you've just had to win.
Exactly.
Because at 1-7, you can't go 1-8. You can't go 2-9. You really had to win so many games in a row.
Exactly.
And basically, you know, you also needed some help. But who cares about that you needed help? The point is to get into the playoffs and then to exceed in the playoffs.
For sure.
Now let's talk about the game itself. Okay. This game started 0-0 through 4 innings of 0-0. And I'm thinking, here we go again.
Yeah.
And even the umpire, Kenny O'Donnell, told me, he goes, these guys are playing a little bit uptight. They look a little bit nervous. No one's playing their regular game. And I said, are we looking at another 13 innings before somebody scores or something?
You know what? It definitely crossed all of our minds early on. And credit to A.B. Saka and Joe Eshka, who encouraged us once we saw the way the game was going. You know, Max Yedid was pitching strikes. He was hitting his spots. A.B. Saka, strikes, hitting his spots. It was clear this wasn't going to be some 10-run game, you know?
Right.
So they encouraged us to take everything you can get. And that translated, because in the 5th inning, Norman, we had a base hit by Mo Mala, right? Leadoff base hit.
Now, Mo Mala had a big day.
Yes.
I would say this was I didn't look at the stats. I don't even know how he officially hit yesterday. I'll look into it. I'd say this was his best week as a Lumber King so far. He hit the ball on the screws, and he had some big hits in all 3 games.
No doubt last week and this week, Mo Mala has been on fire, but it was his heads-up play. Anyone can get a base hit. It was his heads-up play in this scenario that really put us ahead. There was a man on first, which was Mo Mala, and I forget who's after him.
Morris Harari.
Morris Harari hit a pop-up between third base, home plate, and the pitcher's mound. The foul out. Dano made a tremendous catch, diving from third, makes the catch. Mo Mala tags from first base on a pop-out and foul ground, and Dano was on the floor, so he jumped up, he threw, not in time, now he's
Harari up with a leadoff man on first. Harari pops it up. Dano's going to have to hustle. Makes the catch. There's a tag. And he tags to second on a foul ball.
Now that's a stolen runner in scoring position, right? Normally a pop-out, you don't get there. Next guy up, Avi Dweck, 2 outs, hits a single to right field, and Mo Mala scores.
Yes.
And that was 1-0.
Yes.
And
so that Avi Dweck hit, first of all, great point on Mo Mala's heads-up play. That tag, I agree with you, was the key to the inning. He got into scoring position, and then he was able to trot home on Avi's play.
Exactly.
I wonder if he was on first during Avi's double down the line, if he even would have been sent, or if it would have been a play at the plate, or what would have been different. But because he moved to second, he was in scoring position and scored easily on Avi's. Now,
I would say, Norman, he would not have scored because Avi advanced to second, to my knowledge, on the throw home. So it would have been a single, it would have been first and third.
I don't know. I would say Avi would have had a double. I would have said it would have been second and third or second and home.
Right. Regardless, a huge.
Because Avi really was on the line. It was like a foot off the right field line. I got to assume he's going to there. And if you ever watch Avi run the bases, he knows how to cut the corners of the bases exactly. He's a very good base runner in that regard.
Avi! That's a fair ball down the line, and Lumber will score the first run of the game. Lumber goes up 1-0. Avi Dweck an RBI double down the right field line. It is 1-0 Lumber Kings.
Okay, so now after that one run came across, a second out was recorded, and it really looked like this was going to be a 1-0 game. And then 2 consecutive ground balls in between shortstop and short center. Both of them could have had an easy out at second base. You didn't have to make a long throw. Both of them were booted, and you actually got credit for the second RBI in this game by hitting a ground ball basically up the middle but straight to the guy.
Yeah, it was first and third with 2 outs, and I saw they were pitching Jody hard. I'm like, this is an intentional walk if I've ever seen it. And I said, and I noticed that inning that the short center was having a little difficulty, and I said, you know what? If I can't get it to the outfield on this site because Max was throwing hard, I'm just going to try to hit it hard and low. I hit a ground that should have been an out. It got through, and that run ended up being a huge cushion.
Saul Tawil, ground ball. Oh, and that's a bobble. 1 run will score. And it is 2-0 Lumber Kings.
Hard and low is the name of this game, especially in a low-scoring postseason game. You never know what's going to happen. And the field was very soft yesterday because of the ridiculous amount of rain we had in the previous week. But this field in particular, Fireman's West, gets very hard, gets very rocky.
Yeah.
And in the postseason, if you hit the ball hard and low, you'll end up getting a couple of hits that you maybe didn't deserve.
For sure.
You guys went up 2-0, and one hit, I'd say was the only team that got eliminated yesterday. So I'm talking about One Hit Butter and the Phillies. Of those three teams that really did not put up a fight on its way out. They didn't rally in the last inning like some of the other teams did. Usually when a team is about to die, they give that one last kick, one last burst of energy. They empty out everything.
For sure.
One Hit did not do that.
That's a credit to AB Sack.
Credit to AB Sack.
He really did clamp down.
He did, and he shut it down. And I think he got the last 7-8 guys in a row out, something like that. Very very quickly. And you guys were on to the postseason.
Yeah.
But no time to celebrate too much because the postseason started 10 minutes later.
Exactly. We had no time to sulk in the fact that, wow, we won at 7, we made the playoffs. It was just like, what is the point of making the playoffs if you're going to then lose 2? And great, so you made it and you went home on the same day.
Exactly.
Zaku Baruch. No one cares about that.
No one cares about going home on the same day. That's true.
Which I think was better for us. Better for us that we just got right back into it. We didn't have time for people to say, wow, you made it, awesome. Just get right into it.